Welcome back to the Viral View channel, where we talk all things that have to do with the Amazon Influencer Program to work smarter and not harder, or in other words, make as much money as possible with the least amount of work. I'm super excited for today's video. We got a special guest, Drew. Drew actually reached out to me about a week ago, and I've been learning a little bit about his journey, and we have a lot of amazing golden nuggets to unpack. So first of all, Drew, I appreciate you hopping on. Thanks for being here, man.
I appreciate you having me. It's awesome to be here.
All right, well, let's just dive straight into it. I want the audience to understand a little bit about your getting started journey, because something that we're going to be going over is Drew started. Wait, when did you start? Just real quick.
Yeah, so even pre-Viral Review, I started in the influencer program like October of last year.
October, so like a little bit more than a year ago, and he just had the craziest jump that you guys are going to be able to learn a lot from. So yeah, walk us through the getting started, how you heard about it, and what you were doing and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, last October it was just I've got a 2-year-old who's just a little over 1 at that time, and just had a ton of toys, and scrolling through Instagram and saw a video around how you could make money reviewing your kids' toys, and so I was super intrigued and kind of did a deep dive into that, and applied for the influencer program, got accepted, went through my 3 product reviews. Just so everyone knows, I failed the first time, so I had 2 approved and 1 video failed, so then had to readjust and got approved the second time, and started just kind of diving in, taking pictures of my son's toys, and it just started working. I mean, it wasn't huge amounts, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I just kind of jumped in and went after it, and then I kind of ran out of products, and I didn't really know how to get my hands on other products, what I was doing, and so I just kind of dropped it in January of this year, and every month I would kind of just see like, oh, $50, $60 is hitting
Mhm.
my bank account, and then fast forward to June this summer, I see Viral Review come across my YouTube, and I'm like, what is this? And just kind of went into like a huge deep dive, listened to you and Trevin's videos, and just kind of went all in and said, you know what? I'm gonna pay the premium tier for 1 month and just see how it goes. And in that first month, I went from $50 to $300, and it
Let's
more than
go.
paid for my subscription to Viral View. And from there, I just went nuts.
That is so cool. And I think I love this story because I think a lot of people can relate to it. And I can relate to it myself, where, you know, you hear about it and you're like, that sounds too good to be true, but it's like, there's no risk. Let's try it. You start reviewing your products, you're making money, and then you run out of products, and it's like, okay, like what's next? And I mean, that's the whole reason why Trevor and I created Viral View, was just to figure out what that next step is, and to go. I mean, just $300 in that first month, isn't it a crazy jump? Um, so now walk us through, like, what were some of the practical things that you did that first month, and then we'll dive into what you did like later on, because I know now you're making a lot more than $300 a month.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, walk us through what you did that first month.
First month, yeah. So I was just kind of like learning the Viral Review product. So I was still watching your videos, waiting for new content to come out, but I was just fully engaged with sellers on the Creator Connections, was reaching out, doing whatever I could to just kind of get my hands on products. And it really, for me at that time, was like just a numbers game. And that I started realizing, like, the more products, the more videos I can post, the more that those sellers on Creator Connections are gonna feel like I'm a trusted influencer, right? And so
Mhm.
as I started scaling that product in videos, that just more and more started actually being more responsive. They started wanting to me to video additional products once they saw the value I did for the first product, and it just kind of snowballed, and I
Yeah,
stayed the course. Yeah,
cool. So is truly just the Creator Connections tools that you were doing right from
just
the
the Creator
start?
Connections
That's
from the start. Yeah,
crazy. And I mean, there's so many other tools with Viral View, and that just shows like just one tool, the what was it, the brand deal reach out, and then like finding and
Angel.
accepting campaigns,
Yep,
basically.
that was it.
Absolutely amazing. So we'll circle back to Creator Connections. Walk us through like the next few months, 'cause I know you had quite a jump after that. So yeah,
Yeah,
fill us in on that.
it was. So then the next month, I mean, I think I went 3 straight months where I doubled what I made every month. I went 300 to 600, 1200, and then now I'm over 200, 2000, excuse me, these last 3 months.
Oh,
And Christmas has been the holiday season's been really crazy. It's been
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, I honestly, outside of that, I decided I used Viral Reviews like product finder. So then I dove into that and said, you know what? After I do my 20 messages, after I do my follow-ups, I'm going to go onto the product finder. I'm going to just kind of hyper niche down into how I want to find things, viral review score, product lines. And then I just started doing my own outreach, kind of kept the messaging the same. But Amazon will tell you when you've exceeded your limits for the day of
Yeah.
what you can message. I think it's like 15 additional messages I get somewhere along those lines. But I just started doing that, and I was actually shocked with the amount that were like, "Yeah, let's do it." You'll get your no's, and that's part of the
Yeah.
game. But so many were like, "Absolutely!" Like sending it your way, and that just was another way to just kind of get products that maybe some people don't see on Creator Connections or don't go out of there, or and I just yeah, it's a really powerful tool to use that product finder.
Yeah, it is so powerful. Makes me think of the concept: if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. And I think
Yeah.
so many people, when they get into the program, they just kind of start like doing just the very basics, which is what you need to do to kind of learn it. But they just kind of copy what everyone's doing, and then they're like I'm not seeing any growth. But you got to do some things differently. I love that you're thinking outside the box using Product Finder, reaching out to the messages there. I know you're now sending 40 messages a day instead of 20, and just like little things like that. And more than anything, the consistency of doing those things repetitively is what just leads to that success. And like you said, you'll get a lot of no's, like way more no's than yeses. I could reach out to 100 people and get 2 yeses, but for me, like that's a win. And it kind of boggles my mind when people are like, "Oh, I'm not seeing success. I'm not doing this," but they're making a few $100s a month and are getting free products every day.
Yeah.
It's just that consistency.
It's you're gonna get the no's. Like it's just part of the game. But all those yeses that come through, I mean, like they're really fun products. They're really cool products. You get to select on that product finder like ones that you want to go after, right? And maybe it's useful to like your house, or if it's a kitchenware or toddler toys in my case, right? Like I'm just kind of, you know, looking around and just finding ones that've got good scores and going after them. And I just kind of use the product finder as like a fun way of outreaching and having fun with it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. While we're on the topic of brand deals, because me personally, brand deals is like my favorite part of the program. I think it not only is one of the best ways to scale, like make money, but it's also like one of the funnest things. Like right in front of my computer right here, I've got like 30 products on the floor, and it's just so fun. It's like Christmas every day. Walk us through a little bit of like your tips or tricks, or like maybe even things that you've learned that you don't do anymore when it comes to brand deals.
Yeah. So I think the one thing that, and like you said, it's like just the little things that add up, right? And so I saw that you posted something on a video. Like I said, I watch your guys' videos that you drop like I get a notification, I just drop everything and watch
Let's
it. But it
go.
was, yeah, but it was just when you create a video for a brand, send them the link and say, would love to review more products that you have. And like that little thing, I get like some of them will send, yeah, love the content. Here's 3 more, right?
Yeah.
Like they got the trust, and I can't tell you how many brands have done that to me where they've said, okay, you've done one, we like it. Now we're just not going to send you one more. We're going to send you 3 more, right? And I've got some in my inbox that are right now I have to message and get back to, and they're ones that I've just done that with, and it's honestly another way just to pick up products without even using your viral view messages
Yeah.
that you get every day. It's really great.
Yeah. I could not agree more. I could stop reaching out to brands and stop like all new contacts and still get brand deals every single day just by doing that strategy. I've got like hundreds of contacts on my Instagram, thousands of contacts on Creator Connections, and just by maintaining those relationships, you can just that's like that snowball effect that you're talking about. And I can say this because I think by the time this video releases, we actually have a new tool that's going to make that process even easier, an automated like way to reach out to the brand and send them the link, follow up. So look forward to that. It's gonna be amazing. So love the tips like product finder, automated, not automated, reaching out to the brand, sending them the link, asking them if they have more products. Anything else that you would add to that?
Um, I think so. The other thing I do to just in that y'all did a video on recently was I added a YouTube channel. It has nothing to do with like me posting content. It's just me posting my videos,
Yeah.
and brands and like the higher end brands are like reaching out to me saying, "Love your YouTube channel," you know, sending me more products. Like they research that, they find that, they love that. Like they don't care about the follower count. They just care that you've got a channel and that you're
Yeah.
posting on other platforms. And that's also been a game changer. I think I did that a month ago, and it's like it's been going great. There's no
Yeah.
downside to it. Like it's not scary. Like you're not. And that was the biggest thing for me. Like for those kind of going back to how I started. Like I didn't want to show my face. I was like, oh, people are gonna know me. Like who cares? For anyone that's like on the fence about it, like doesn't matter. You're making money, you're having fun. Like it took me maybe 100 videos to just get comfortable, but I was just like, just start, just do it, and just keep going and going, and then you'll get better over time, and you won't care if your face is on the video, right? You don't care if people see you, and
Yeah.
even just doing that on YouTube, like I didn't even think twice about it. Now that I've done it so much, I'm like, I'll start a YouTube channel. Viral Review made it easy. Here we go. Like it's been great. Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, dude, you're dropping fire right here. I think everyone can relate to that first initial video. I mean, it's funny. Like anyone who knows me personally and follows my personal social media, they see all these crazy comfort zone challenges I do. But, or like, I mean, I've done 2,500 influencer videos. It's second nature to me now. But when I started, it was scary. It like that first time, like my voice was quivering. Like I stopped and started it multiple times. But just the more you do it, the less scary it gets, and that's honestly how everything is. And I love that you brought up YouTube because it really is another amazing strategy to get more brand deals. I know someone personally who actually doesn't leverage creator connections to their full potential, and all of the brand deals comes from YouTube. They've
Wow.
just been posting consistently all of their influencer videos to YouTube, and they just get emails every day from brands saying, "Hey, we wanna work with you." And like what's cool with YouTube is you put that your associate link in the description, and if they buy the product, you get a commission. But even if like you took away all those commissions, just having the channel just for brand deals is a huge plus. So I absolutely love that. I'm curious if there was anything that like ever. I love that you brought up like the fear of filming and just kind of like how uncomfortable that was. Was there anything else that you learned, like maybe a mistake you made or something that you've learned through the process of being an Amazon influencer?
Yeah, yeah. So the mistake I made was trying to make it perfect, like every
Mm,
video perfect. Like don't worry about that. Like
yeah,
it's essentially it's a numbers game. Like get everything out there as best you can. Like do quality videos, but don't feel like you need to redo it because you're just gonna it's never gonna be perfect in your mind, right? Like the more quality you get out there, like the sellers want to see real human reviews, right? They don't
yeah,
need anything perfect. They love that, and the buyers they love a human touch point, right?
100%.
And so, yeah, the first first batch of videos I did for my son's toys, like I just kept pausing, like you said, redoing it over, and I just found like I'm like just just post your first video and just go, and
Yeah,
so yeah, don't worry about that. That was a mistake I made early on, and um, yeah, I now and over time, right now I've done over 600 videos. Like it's just all second nature to me, anyways. Everything's one take and I'm done. Everything's one take and I'm done. I kind of followed your videos like a couple months back. I'm like tying myself to see how many
yeah.
products I can knock out, and it's just yeah, it becomes second nature.
Out of curiosity, how like I love that you implemented that video. How long was it taking you before, and how long does it take you now? Just like a
Yeah,
ballpark guess.
it was taking me like 10 minutes to do one video. It was
Mm,
crazy, right? Because I was just trying to be perfect. And now, like, I'll do a 90-second video. I'll already have the picture. I'll already have the ASIN scanned, and I'm done, right? And then it's going. And so I think I could do like 10 products in less than a half an hour and just get it going. Where it was
let's
probably
go.
taking me like 3 products to do in a half hour, and I was yeah.
Yeah, I that's amazing. That's a huge jump, and I mean, you see it in the results: $50 a month to thousands of dollars a month. Something I want to add for the viewer, wherever you're at in your journey, if let's say making one video in 10 minutes is fast for you, that's great. Like just work on like bettering yourself. I think a lot of people when they watch that video that you're referring to and they saw me, I don't even remember how long I think I did 10 videos. Was it in 30 minutes? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, I can never do that. It's like, well, that's okay. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, you don't need to do your videos the exact same way I do. Just figure out how to make your process a little bit better. So if someone, it takes them 15 minutes and they get down to 10 minutes, well, hey, that's an extra 5 minutes of time. So love that you're doing that yourself and finding ways to work smarter and not harder.
Yeah.
Sorry, was there something you wanted to add to that?
No, no, spot on.
Before this call, you brought up something that I want to dive into, which was you had a brand respond to you and say a lot of your brand deals are small brand, like, oh, sorry, a lot of your videos are smaller products. I've never had a brand say that to me, so I want to dive into that. I've had brands like when I've worked with like electric scooters or bounce houses or bigger products like that. I've had them ask like, "Have you done products like this before?" And I'll send them my video that I've done of other products, and then they see it and they're like, "Oh, sweet, yeah, you know how to do this. Like, let's work with you." I want to hear how that brand kind of worded that and what you did to implement it.
Yeah, yeah. So, it was a brand. It was for like a, I don't want to call it like a higher end piece of furniture, but it was like a nicer end piece of furniture for sure. And they kind of responded back to me and said like they love my content, they love the videos I post, but they were a little bit fearful because all of them are like smaller priced items for the most part, and they didn't really see me do anything like on the higher end scale. And I was like, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
that's true. So I can't.
Mhm.
And so I told them I appreciate the feedback, and I'll try and get some higher end items, and we can revisit. And they're like, absolutely. And so I went to the product finder on Viral View, and I just tweaked mine to anything over like $199, and I just started
Cool.
doing some outreaches, and I actually have landed a couple of like 190 to $200 price items, and they're sending them on the way, right?
Heck
So
yeah.
like one was like a steam cleaner, one's like actually, which is one that I wanted, was a like a basketball hoop to put outside in my backyard. And so yeah, so I'm gonna have a couple, and then I'm gonna go reach back out to that brand and tell them like I've here's some videos and content I've done
Cool.
for higher priced items. Yeah, so
That's
I
awesome.
mean,
I love like I think some people when they have like pushback like that could be like, oh dang, like opportunity gone. But instead of just like throwing the towel, you found a way to work around it and be like, okay, I don't have it, so let me go get it, and you found a way to do it. That is super awesome. There was a question I was gonna ask. With those higher price items and the brand deals, have you done anything with like the resale game or sold anything, or are you keeping products? What are you doing with all your products?
yeah, so some I do keep, and a lot of the rest like I resell. Typically I'll do it on like Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, and I just do like a 50% off of whatever the price was if they're higher end. And yeah, another great way to make additional income.
Yeah,
Sell really fast. And like Greenville's not a huge city, but like if you live in a bigger city, I used to live in Dallas, like you would sell everything immediately, right? And so um yeah, it's another easy way to to make additional
it's
money.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. If I was listening to this video for the first time and I never heard about the Amazon influencer program, I would think these guys are scammers. Like
Yeah, yeah.
what we're talking about, like there's just so many ways to make money, and like you don't have to buy anything. Like you don't like it's just crazy. And we're
It
we're
is.
we're we're blessed to know about this opportunity. It's so great.
It, it's
So with
funny. Sorry, on that note, it's funny because like my family, my wife thinks it's hilarious, and but she sees the results and she's like, just keep going, whatever I
yeah,
need. Like, but like my family, like they came over when I was on vacation. Through Thanksgiving, was gone for like a little over a week, and I had like 50 packages waiting at my house, and they were like putting them in. They're like, "You're nuts! Like, how does this work?" And I was like, just explaining it to them, and they're just like, "No, there's no way." And I'm like, I mean, I'm not paying for these products. I can tell you that much. So, um, yeah. I mean, like for those that think like, oh, it's oversaturated, or oh, it doesn't really. I mean, there's so many products out there. There's so many like new products coming in. I mean, it's endless to be honest
yeah.
at this point. Yeah.
It reminded me of the quote that my dad always taught me growing up, which is whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And so hearing everything that you're saying what I would say is, like to the listener, if you have success with the Amazon influencer program, it's your fault. If you don't have success, it's your fault. There
Yep.
is opportunity. There is so much money to be made, so many different avenues. I mean, we've only covered like 5 of them. Like there's more. And if you're watching this video, you're in a good spot because that means you're learning and doing new things. But take that accountability, implement some of these strategies, and you'll see the success that Drew is having. With that being said, what would you tell your past self, like Drew, your past Drew, when he was just getting started? Like if you could tell him something, what would you say that he should do?
Yeah, I would say,
I like that you brought up the like make videos faster, but apart from that,
yeah, make videos faster. Like, don't worry, don't be scared. I wish, you know, I knew about it. Like even before I looked at the course, even before I found out Viral View, I just, I didn't really think that it was real, or I thought it was
yeah,
oversaturated, to be honest. And I think the other part is like getting more, just because like you don't have to show your face on social media, right? Like for the first few videos I was doing and posting even on YouTube, like you don't see my face, you don't, like, you can go out and do it and you don't have to really really be visible, like seeing your face here, right? You can just show a product, do an unboxing, you can show how it's used, put it together, do whatever you want. And don't be scared about social media. Don't worry about what others think. And I know you
yeah,
referenced that to some of the stuff that you've done, getting out of your comfort zone. Be
mhm,
comfortable with being uncomfortable.
yeah.
And I wish I would have like told myself that, a year ago.
Man, dropping fire. I absolutely love it. Well, Drew, I'm learning a lot from you. I appreciate you coming on. This has been such a fun conversation. Is there any final thought or piece of advice that you want to leave our audience with?
Don't worry about like what anyone else in the influencer game's doing, right? Like I know you've got like thousands of videos, I've got 600, but it's my own race. Like we can all win in this game, right? And so just keep going every day. Like
Yeah,
don't worry about the other another influencer you see. It's okay. Like everyone's got their starting point, as long as you're in and you're doing it. Like, I mean, Valview makes it so much easier. So much easier. Time saver, money maker, like can't lose.
heck yeah, yeah. I referenced it earlier in this video, but yeah, the comparison factor. Like, don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. And if you can be a little bit better than who you were yesterday, you'll eventually make it. So, Drew, appreciate you coming on. I know for a fact this provided a ton of value to the audience. So, truly appreciate it. If the listener doesn't have Viral View yet, hopefully this inspired you to get it because it really is a game changer. It'll help you scale the Amazon Influencer Program, make more money while working less. Again, thanks for coming on, Drew.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate your time.
Oh, shoot.